I did it for your birthday. Hey. Give me some water. A Madden shot, bro? So what?
Call a bitch the rover.
All right.
Try to get you some water.
Cool. Gotcha. Cool. I thought you was about to work out and shit with your lazy ass. Lying motherfucker. Lying motherfucker. Who line it, baby?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. AT Gators.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5.
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On third down, here's Hunt. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
How you even load up, bro?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Sliding out of the pocket. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Here we go. 50.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check, Mike 50.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Damn, son. More and more respect
the
for people
kickoff
in
team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We're just going to play the meta shit. Squad,
this is
the line, spread the linebackers. Run the ball on first and second down,
the 25
third down.
And up to the 28-yard line.
Come out here and bag it all.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box drop. Now! Greystone, Travis. 41 Mike. Be driven.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, Zoo. 41's the Mike. Here we go. Mike 41. I'm going to wedge that. Hey, they scared. 41 Mike, right here. Bravo. It's just me and you. Say, go.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Rock it.
Now Hunt. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go. Set. 8 read. Hey, Haywood. 41. And let's get this. 41 Mike. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
So he's thirsty down here. All right,
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
You know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out.
And now look at this. Big game,
that shit, man. Come on,
this
man.
one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They can't hang with us.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Yeah.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 30, past the 20. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start the drive with Hill. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the option. And even 50 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. 7-7, our score after 1.
Windows.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're
really
able to
let me
get
down
behind
on
the
that,
line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On second down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, double up. He's coming, double up. Slay.
From the gun, Jackson escapes the sack. Now he steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch tight end. Hey. Yep. 4 down. Hey, exit. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. I got it. Hey, 41 Mike. You got nothing to run. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Scott, 41 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son. X3, 218, chop it. Smooth. 41, Mike, 41. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
Too, bro.
But getting out in the open field into some space, that plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
39-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 41. We've got to wedge that. It's been a long game for you. 41 Mike. Ready?
2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's double covered, bro.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him
Players
there.
out
He
here
could
just
not
throwing
hang
roll
on.
out.
It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Literally just wait until I fucking call another play and then get scored on.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Wow, man.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
6-6, pull it high. Tight 8, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
This one come out here with iPhone first and then after.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Look at me, Zipper. General West. Check 99. Check 99. Shit. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Bro, I went to that side, man.
He goes down. And this offense going to have to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, it's Hill. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, it's Hill, complete. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis
Fuck it, right? Yeah, that's what people do these days.
I like it.
Everybody's playing fucking disgusting these days, bro. Like, this shit's crazy, man. Oh, well. Who cares? I guess we'll just lab some new defense.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They run again with Hunt.
Almost got it, bro. 30-14 runs the ball from
first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You're a terrible DJ. Oh, you don't look like you're working out. You look like you're sitting down.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Look like you're sitting down. Look like you're sitting down. That would look like you.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. That one complete to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That I'm young.
To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. It felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That might be 6 minutes. Definitely. Million cash, gotta count it carefully.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Second down and inches. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. He'll look to throw.
Oh, my God.
Here it's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Not only is the slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down. It's Hunt.
Wow.
And some room to run now. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, let's step aside.
You're strange, mister.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
That's crazy,
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold. He lost 2 there. It's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown.
I am more than what you bargained for, and nothing less than real pretty.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Be thinking that you also want to do this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big adjustment. But much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
What the fuck is you on?
They'll try and run for it with Hill.
Oh my goodness, bro. They gave me an animation that forced me to spin and I didn't do a spin move? And fumble afterwards? Okay.
Almost like
that makes perfect
baseball.
sense.
Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll work it across midfield.
I am the leather jacket, black glasses, all-American bad boy. I own the thread, the supermarket, and you just a bad boy.
Grind out some yardage, work on that
swag you
clock,
never
see if you
had,
can continue
boy.
to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
Boy.
Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now, Weezy, what you talking about? Moolah, baby.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
At the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
No.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Set my niggas. Fuck all y'all niggas. Set my niggas. One more time. Fuck all y'all niggas.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Go, go.
2nd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me, bro? Like, he's not sacked there? This game, bro, I swear.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, high 7. Yo, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
70, Indy. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Congratulations.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Insane, man.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew
where
where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here we go. 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Jackson. He gets it to Thomas. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Look at he's fine without me padding stats. I ran for 310 yards, bro. Like what? And threw one incompletion. No defensive stats? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Okay, that's fine. Insane. Yeah, I won. It was just disgusting. Motherfucker sat in one. He called like literally 2 formations the entire game. I formed close. I formed tight. One drive he went single back for an entire drive and just threw drags. And that was it. I'm like, bro, like this is a waste of time. This is not fucking football, bro. This is Madden meta bullshit. Like. Crazy, bro. I get it. It's the end of the year. Nobody fucking likes the game no more. But like, it's gonna play like an asshole. Like, oh, let me stop the stream. Hold up.